Hey everybody, welcome back to Art by Galen. My name's Galen Islandfelt, and today I want to talk to you for a few minutes. This is going to be a very different video, and what I have to say might be a little difficult for you to hear, but what I hope to do is to help you figure out why you haven't really started reaching for your goals and the dreams that you aspire to. As you may know, here on my channel I do art tutorials as well as creative thought and inspirational discussions. Plus I've got a new series where you can learn how to make your own comic books by yourself. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Before we get to the topic at hand, a quick overview of what you're watching. This is a sketch cover of Sandman Universe, which was a one-shot issue that kicked off 4 new series of comics based in the Sandman Universe from DC Vertigo that started at the end of last year. Sandman is one of my favorite comic series of all times, and on this cover we've also got Penelope Glade, who is the main character from my comic book, Baku Dreamwalkers. You'll be watching me do the ink on this piece as I cover today's topic. Now, I don't care if you aspire to be a great artist, a great musician, if you want to be more fit, if you want to learn how to do anything or be better at anything. I want to talk to you about what kind of effort are you really making to get. What kind of effort are you really putting in to getting your goal? Now, this is the part that you probably won't want to hear, but chances are it's true. It's true for me, and it's true for probably 99.9% of you. More than likely, you are not working as hard as you think you are. You're not putting in as much effort as you probably feel like you are. What I'm talking about is we have 2 parts of our brains. We have the cognitive part where we consciously make decisions, and we have the subconscious part that reacts for us, a lot of time using our instincts and using our past experiences as its own method of logic behind things. The problem is that that subconscious part of our brain is naturally lazy. It naturally wants us to not work. It doesn't want us to go through anything that we might perceive as hard or any kind of mental or physical suffering or anything that's really going to take a lot of effort and take us outside of our comfort zones. And that part of our brain prevents us from doing a lot of things that we want to do. Have you ever had that feeling where you want to get up and you want to start working out, but you talk yourself out of it? You're like, you know what, tomorrow would be a better day. It's raining today, I don't want to go run. Or I've got a little headache, I don't really feel like drawing today. Or this new show came out, I want to finish this, I want to catch up with Game of Thrones or with whatever new movie is out. I don't want to spend 2 hours drawing when I could be doing that. There's an infinite number of excuses that we are going to create for ourselves to keep us from getting to our work. I was recently recommended a book called Thinking, Fast and Slow. This was recommended to me by a friend and fellow YouTuber, Arshad Beg, better known as the AMB behind AMB Animation Academy. Shortly into this book, the author, Daniel Kahneman, gives you a perfect demonstration of just how lazy our brains can be. And I'm going to share that example with you, and I ask you to do this little exercise with me. Now, don't take time to think about this, just trust your natural judgment and answer as quickly as you can. You're at a store, and you're buying a baseball and a baseball bat. Together, they cost $1.10, but the bat costs $1 more than the baseball. So how much is the baseball? Chances are your immediate answer was 10 cents. And if you answered that, you're wrong. But don't feel bad because the vast majority of us, myself included, said the same thing. Our subconscious brain did not want us to do the work because it's pretty tasked with making us be as lazy and safe as possible in order to prolong our longevity. The less stress and the less, quote, danger in our lives make us live longer. And if our brains are willing to allow us to put forth so little effort into such a simple math question, and on top of that, we accept it as true until we put some cognitive thought behind it, imagine what we miss out on or get wrong on a day-to-day basis. Think about just how little effort it took to actually find the answer to that. The answer, of course, is that the ball would have been 5 cents, the bat would have been $1.05, making a total of $1.10. And really what this boils down to is getting a hold of that part of our brain, being conscious that it is going to always be throwing any kind of reason or excuse right in front of us and right in front of our goals, and it's always going to present us an opportunity to veer away from the things that we're trying to achieve. Chances are when you sit down to work, you put in your time, you put in your effort, and if you're not enjoying it, you'll probably stop short. Oh, I didn't get the hands wrong, or I struggled drawing the other side of the face, or I struggled drawing males or females or something like that. Or, I don't like doing perspective. You're going to put it off. You're going to make up some excuse. You're going to say, well, it's just not naturally in my ability, so I'm not going to do it. And so we stick to our comfort zones. We stick to the things that we're good at. But the problem with that is if you stick to only the things that you're good at, you're never going to get good at anything else. You got to get out of that comfort zone. You got to get into that discomfort zone and do the things that make you uncomfortable. Do the things that you're scared of doing. Really what it boils down to is which is stronger, your excuses or your will, your drive. If your excuses are more powerful than your drive, they're going to win, and you're going to put off whatever it is. But if you are driven, if you are passionate about what you do, if you are determined to get the goals that you're chasing, you will put in that effort. We're all going to have bad days. I compare art and working out quite a bit because they're very similar. Some days are great, some days are bad, some days you're just off your game and you feel like a complete newbie again. You're like, what the hell am I actually doing here? I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I was able to draw really well the last time I sat down. Why can't I do it right now? Or I was able to lift this much weight last time and now I can barely do like 2/3 of that. What's going on? Nothing is going on. You're just having a bad day and it's okay, but you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing if you want to get those goals. Do not give up on yourself. And that's the thing. You got to be stronger than your excuses. You have to be stronger than your excuses. You got to wake up and tell yourself, I did not wake up today to do a mediocre job. I didn't wake up today to half-ass my attempt at reaching my goals. And you got to remind yourself that chances are you're not working as hard as you could be. You have extra to give, I promise you. And it's not that hard. It's just that mental fear, that one unconscious part of your brain that keeps you from wanting to put in the work because it has determined already for you that it's bad, it's going to be hard, and it's probably not worth the effort. But it's not true. The vast majority of your growth is going to be through suffering and doing things you don't enjoy and doing the things that scare you and that you think are hard. That's all I've got for this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And really, just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourselves. Keep chasing the things you want to do because I promise you, you can get it. Anyway, as you know, my name's Galen Eilenfeld. I hope you have a fantastic day. And until next time, keep creating and take care.